Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a very quick week 4 of November and month end close. I had to do this off camera because I needed to finish out my December budget, pull cash, things like that. So I just went ahead and I'll just take you roughly through how I ended the month. And then we're gonna roll right into the December setup and December cash stuffing. So I might not do all the cash stuffing today because it just might be too long of a video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I had listed the rest of my transactions for the month. Some of these are not on my card yet, but they were pending. So I went ahead and wrote them in, highlighted them to my categories. And when you look at the weekly breakdown, over there. So in groceries, I went into the week with $60. I spent $60, so that was zero. Eating out, $53 went on my card, 42 I used in cash, so that was zeroed. Spending, I used it on stickers. Probably does not surprise anybody, so that was zero. Gas, I spent $37, there was $77 left. I went ahead and rolled that into back to bank. Household, I took the 51, rolled it into bank, back to the bank. My mom had 46 left, so I rolled that in the back to bank. And medicine, this looks kind of weird on my chart, but my husband paid for my meds when he picked up my prescriptions, and then I paid for his postage, so I just took the postage out of the medicine money. So it made sense in my mind. Miscellaneous, I ended up getting my nails done before my new budget, so I took 31 out of miscellaneous and 29 out of personal care, and that covered the nail appointment as well as the tip. I had $8 left in miscellaneous, and I just rolled that over. And entertainment I've been out of all month. So pretty good month overall. I did feel really bad about what I was spending out of the Christmas budget, the Black Friday budget, so I ended up not pulling that from Christmas. I ended up taking that from my paychecks, from my last 3 paychecks. So everything is cleared on my card, and so I just feel better about it. If I have extra money at the end in Christmas, I can either roll it into next year or I can go ahead and take that back to my savings account. So for December, and I have, this is the new sheet that we're going to be posting as a digital sheet. My daughter and I are kind of working on it right now. I've got a few little things I want to change on it. But this will be the one, and it's a Google sheet because I didn't want to do Excel if it was going to be a hassle for people if they did not have Excel. So we did end up putting it into Google Sheets. So we're going to work through this one today. I just kind of wanted to go over, this is where I start. I'm going to see if I can bring that up. So this is where I actually start on my budget. I color code them, so if they are blue, that's gonna come onto my Capital One card. So I know I need to take the money for that particular bill, put it aside, and know that I will pay that towards the card. If it is purple, they are a long-term sinking fund, and I don't take it out in cash. I just transfer it from my checking account into Capital One. If it is green, they are an envelope, and I do pull the cash out for those. And if like these two Elements and Playzona are in red, because I think I'm gonna pause Elements until I decide if I'm going to follow my massage therapist or stay at Elements. And Playzona I'm gonna take a break from during the holiday season because we won't be around a lot for her to really get to enjoy that. And then over here, I kind of just break it down. So in my, how did I put that? My sinking fund envelopes was $220. My cash withdrawal from the envelopes ended up being $1,230, I believe it was, or $1,245. Transfer for the bills was $860. So of this, the money that I knew was going to go on to my Capital One for my bills was $860, which is more than last month. And then for transferring for my sinking funds, that's $1,450. And that is my, what is that? It's my car insurance, my homeowner's insurance, property taxes, which are $950. And then we've got car maintenance, Christmas, things like that. So that's kind of how I break it out. This is my first draft, and this is on a Excel spreadsheet. This is actually one that is a template that's in Excel that I just separated out to the way I budget. And so it brings up here the income, total expenses, what I have left for sinking funds, and then I break that down over here and make sure those numbers matches and everything matches to the income. So that is really how I've been budgeting lately. I do like to start here, but I did find that this was easier just to update. So just to kind of walk you through here, this one is very similar to the one that I've used for years. You basically put in your income, what savings you have planned, what sinking funds you have planned, fixed expenses, sinking variables, which is like my car insurance, things like that, cash envelopes and subscriptions, and then you bring all your totals up here, and your income should equal your total expenses if you're doing a $0 based budget. Okay, so that is my budget for the month. Now there are a few things that are new to my budget this month for December. I did have to renew the Microsoft 365. That's $10 a month. My husband's always covered that, and I said it's stupid that he's covering it and I'm using it. I do have a Patreon with, I think it's Stick with Kate. So she is a sticker shop that is based in the Netherlands, and that's $9 a month. My Capital One renews this month, and that's a $95 fee for that. And I did have to upgrade my iCloud storage for $10. It was $3. So normally those I just don't really put in, but it's kind of cumulatively being a bigger number now. So I did go ahead and add them back into my budget, just so that I was aware of what I needed to pull out to cover those things. And then I did zero out all my envelopes except for like my birthday ones, things like that, all of my bill money, all that kind of stuff. And I'm deciding whether that's how I'm going to go forward or if I'm just going to let money roll over. Because sometimes if there's still $100 in entertainment, I just don't fund it the next month. But maybe I put that money in savings. Maybe I go ahead and roll that over. I'm not really sure yet how I'm going to handle it next year. So let's get started. I did also, based on the fact that my daughter and son-in-law are living with us, I did increase groceries to $600. Eating out, I left at $300. Personal care I brought down because I'm not gonna have my hair cut this month. And then gas I brought up a little bit because I am working a lot this month. And then everything else pretty much is standard to any of my other videos. So let's get started. This is always my favorite time of the month, is when you get to fill your envelopes. I feel like I have so much money at the very first of the month. And let me see how I broke down. So this is the other sheet that I do. I just take the categories that I'm funding in cash. I break down the denominations. I put in what I have going back, you know, in my envelope for back to bank, and then the balance is what I pull out when I go to the bank, and it was $1,275. So if all of my formulas are right, which I hope they are this time, this should be a very smooth process. So for the first category, which is groceries, it is 2 $100 bills, 6 $50s, 5 $20s, and that should be 600. Let's see. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 520, 540, 560, 580, 600. Okay, so 600 in groceries. So one thing that I am going to probably do in January of 25 is to start putting in just for the 1 week. So see if I can kind of stay better on track that way, or if, you know, this is a better system for us. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna try this way. Eating out is 300, so it's 250s, 820s, and 410s. So it should be 300. 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93. These 10s are very new, which is very unusual for 10s. Spending is 200. I will absolutely do it the way I did it last month, because just putting that 120 in my wallet instead of the whole 50 for the week, I did find that I had $116 left in spending, which has never happened. So, and just as a side note, this is a 5-week budget for me, because when I laid it out, it really is a 5 full weeks. So this budget has to last me for 5 weeks. So 8 20s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 10s. And I do not even have $1 left in my wallet right now. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. I'm going to take the 120 out and put that in my wallet. And then household is getting 100, and that is 250s. Now, household is one category that I can usually skip months between, because it really isn't a defined, household isn't necessarily like, you know, paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. It's more about decor, or like we need filters for the refrigerator, things like that. So paper towels, all that kind of stuff, I just take out of my grocery money. My mom gets 50, and I do that in 10s. It's been a couple weeks since I have gotten to see her. She has not been in a good mood. So she has not wanted us to be there. 5 20s for medicine. Now this category I am going to separate, because I take a lot of different vitamins and supplements. And so just my prescription medicine is every 90 days. So that's why this category looks really weird for me. But I do buy supplements almost every month. So I really either need to separate that as a separate budget, or I'm going to add it into medicine so that I'm not exhausted this envelope when I need to like pick up a prescription. So I'm kind of looking at it both ways for my 2025 budget. Miscellaneous is 50. This is another one that I'll either roll over, or it helped me this time to be able to use it for my nails. But it would be nice if I could just roll it over and have a little slush there. Entertainment is 520s. Now my sister is coming into town for Christmas. I am off from both work and my granddaughter for a week. So we have a lot of plans. This probably is not going to be enough, but I can always add from my work money that I do not budget. So entertainment gets 100. Gas is getting 300. I broke that out as 450s. And 520s. Now I did get gas last week and filled up. I'm almost at a full tank, so that will get me through this week. I am driving a lot this week, but then it should calm down a little bit. So 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83. And then personal care is 200. So it'll be my nails probably twice for fills. I have them also cut them down really short. and then at least one pedicure and hopefully a massage. And that's just the tip. I do have an Elements membership. 520s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 10s, 2 5s, and 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, should be 200. Let's find out. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. Okay, perfect. I'll update all my trackers off camera. And then I did pay my sister $150 so she can watch my granddaughter this week. And I had taken that out of my back-to-bank money, but it really is coming out of my paycheck. So she's really helping me out a lot this week. In this envelope, beauty is not getting anything, but clothing is getting 200. So I did it as 250s. And 520s. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 71. So I should have 271. 20, 40, 60, 81, 150, 2, 250, 260, 265, 71. Okay, so 271. I do get my daily look box on the 11th this month. Lawn care gets 140. I really thought they would be here 3 times this month, but they came the last week of November, so it's just the 2 times. Planning and journaling, I'm gonna kind of change this around a little bit and make it a little bit more all hobbies, because you know, just planning and journaling, I really don't need anything, but there are other things I like to do. So I kind of might change this envelope to just hobbies. Let's see, that one was 150, 2 20s, and a 10. And I believe there is $51. Yeah. So 50, 70, 90, 100, and 51. This is another one I would like to see be able to stay longer than a minute in here. Car registration gets a 50 and a 10. I guess how I did that one. And the reason why I don't do this as an online, because I need to see that money going in and not mixing with the car maintenance money that I have in my account. So car maintenance is an online savings account. I transfer between $200 and $300 every month. I know I need tires, so I'm almost have the money together for the tires, maybe 1 more month. So hopefully my tires will last me 1 more month, and then I'll exhaust that. But I don't want my registration money mixed in with my maintenance money, because if I think I have more money in there and then September comes around and I don't have the money for my car registration, so that's why I'm keeping it separate right now. So 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 30, 40. So 240. My registration is due in September. It was $500 last year. We'll see what it is this time. Just empty. Date night is getting 78. So 3 20s, 1 10, 1 5, and 3 1s. And when I figured everything out, I had $18 more. That's why this is kind of a weird number, because I just threw it into this envelope. So 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78. And I still have from last month, it should be 114. 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I have 114 from last month. And this is an envelope that I never will take and put back. I just keep it rolling because some months we go out more than others. So I just want kind of that cushion there. And sometimes we run out of eating out money, so it becomes date night. $20, $40, $60, $81, $20, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $85, $86, $87, $88, $89, $92. So 192. Okay, electricity, I'm going to be right at the 200, but I budgeted 200, so probably start filling that next month. HOA is 105. This is due in January. It did go up, but still at the 105. I'm still overfunding this. So in January, I'll pull out 105, and then I will have the 295 that I need to pay this. And yeah, well, we'll fix that later. Household is for rollover. Pest control, I think I have service this month. I'm not really sure. So I put 35 away. I think there's $100 in here now. If I have service this month, which looking at the calendar, it should be this month, it will be 95. So I just fund this every month, and then when I have service, I just pull that money out. I find it's easier in my brain just to take everything that I know is coming up and divide it by how many months I have to save it, and then just fund it monthly, weekly, or monthly versus trying to come up with it at one time. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 135. So I definitely will have extra money in here. Vacation and rollover. Okay. So the only other envelope or ones I will be able to fund this time are birthday ones. So for my birthday, it's 50. And I currently have, I think 250. No, 200. So 200, so now I have 250. If you've been watching my channel for a while, I save for my birthday, just so in case I want something big that I'm not gonna ask for, or I wanna go do something for my birthday with either my sisters or my family or whatever. So I just put money away just like I do for their birthdays. My husband gets 50. So he has 150. My daughter and son-in-law, and I do need to update this envelope, get 100. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. My daughter's birthday is July, and my son-in-law's birthday is October. So this was pretty much exhausted, and then I'm building it back up again. The cars is my other daughter and her family, and that is 100 and 250. So they have an anniversary this month in December, and then we have a February birthday, a March birthday, and an October birthday. So it's pretty much spread out. So I just fund this at least $100 a month. We all know that I spend way too much money on my granddaughter, so gotta put a little cushion in here. So 1, 2, 3, 354, 455, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 523. I usually give them money for their anniversary to go to have dinner. And then nothing else is going to be funded. So that is everything for this cash stuffing. And then next week I'll be back to do a week 1 check-in. I finally got the correct Erin Condren planner. I got a second one that was wrong, and then they sent me the third one that was right. So I'm starting to set that up for 2025. I'm pretty much done with my budget for 2025. I have gone through every transaction on my credit card and my checking account to see exactly where my money went in 2024. It's not pretty. I definitely spent more on my hobbies than I really needed to. I have way too much stuff now. And I really did not prioritize savings. I did prioritize saving for the wedding, which was in October. So I'm glad that's done and paid for, and no, extra bills for that. So that was really my focus. I now need to switch my focus to build up my medical account, my savings account that's attached to my checking account, and look at some long-term savings goals, like whether it be for vacation or for some more home repairs. We have a couple things planned for 2025. We have set the money aside, but it may not be enough, so we might have to supplement that as well. So lots of things happening right now. So I hope you are doing well. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you're in the States. And I will see you in my next video. If you have not done so already, please consider subscribing and come along for this journey. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.